game. Smoke. Smoke. Smoke.
Man, when I went out there, I said, "Oh, they touching it." I almost had a panic attack.
Yeah. And they were still touching it? Like within the last 2
recently.
years? Oh my goodness.
Just recently.
Yeah. No, Vegas was ahead of the curve.
It made me run through some things in my head.
Vegas was ahead of the curve when it comes to
how they was ready to protect us weed smokers.
Now, I will say, the thing that shocked me when I first started smoking weed out here, legally, right?
Yes.
The first thing that shocked me was this. Why do you guys have my whole ID? Mm-hmm. What up, Elmac? Hi.
What it is.
Let's go ahead and just introduce us. This is the Read the Room podcast. I'm Yas, the character.
And I'm the leader.
Hey. And this is a personal friend of mine. I just wanted to bring somebody over here. If we're going to get canceled, we're going to get canceled together.
Yes.
All right, 2 black women standing strong. All right. And we got baby LJ. Woo! Baby LJ here. So, like I was saying, when I first got to the dispensaries out here, right? Yeah. And they were like, because Kelly was like, here, let me see your ID.
Yes.
I'm used to that.
Yes.
Vegas said, here, let me see your ID. I'm like, okay. And then Vegas said, oh, here's your weed bag, and your name and everything is on it. And I was like, wait, why did you just hand me weed? Like, I'd already got over the, I'm not touching it on the, I'm saying, why is my name, what is this? What is this? Am I in a system? Yes. Okay.
How do you get out the
And it's like, what is this? And then I just walked out. And Kelly, you'd have to deal with that. He can come over here for a little bit.
System.
If he can figure his way out. Alright. No, yeah, with what's it called? Kelly. You know how many times I walked into a spot and it was like, here's something for free. Here's this. This ain't even we just got this. Here, taste it, take one. And oh yeah, I forgot to get your ID. Who are you again? You know what I mean? You know? And then it's like, here's a paper brown bag that they stapled. Because Vegas gonna give you a whole ass Ziploc. You gotta read the instructions on how to get your stuff out of here, right?
Oh my God.
Right? Wow. California was like, brown paper bag, you from the hood, you used to this. We just gonna staple it because legally you're not supposed to walk out with it. Oh. But yeah, I was like, Vegas scared me at first. I mean, at this point, I mean, when I started realizing my IP address and everything, and they didn't know what I was doing,
then I was like,
all right, Vegas, I get it. It's a point system.
Yeah.
I get credit.
Do I get anything for this?
I get something, all right. And then I accepted it when I realized I could go in there. The thing, and then we'll go to our first topic. The thing that messed me up the most, right, was when they had the limit on how much you can get. Oh, you about to turn that light off.
Yeah, no.
They had a limit on how much you can get, and in Cali there's no limit. You buy what you buy, and you walk out feeling good. You feel me? Like, hey, this is what you got, right? Go to the next shop. Go to the next shop. Go to the next shop. Yes. Vegas was like, got something from this shop. No, actually, I bought something from a shop a day ago. Or maybe 2 days ago. This is back when this first... Hey, buddy. This is when the system first started. High five. Hey, high five. There we go. All right. You should have brought that tablet.
Yes.
All right.
It's pretty.
Come here. Come here, buddy. You about to be my engineer? Hey, come here. You gonna be my engineer? No? Hey.
All done.
Oh my gosh. All right, go that way. Go that way. All right. Yeah, you might need that. You know, the kids need them tablets.
Yes.
That distraction. Hold on, go with him real quick. Or chill with me. Come here. Yeah. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Say hi. Okay, give me 5. All right. No, yeah. He distracted me, y'all. So we're just gonna get to the first topic. Yeah. Condoleezza Rice, right?
I think that's it.
I said we're gonna be canceled this time. Condoleezza Rice, I think that's her name, saying she don't think we should teach race theory, and I might have the audio. Did you hear about that or
not?
Yeah. Her purpose of not teaching it obviously is to protect white people from their history of evilness, because we would love to know about our race.
Yeah.
We know nothing.
Not at all. Bring some of that stuff you got in your old show cabinets out.
Yeah, so I doubt that was in the benefit of us, right? Let me see. Saved. LJ, you is wild, bro. All right, here we go. We got audio.
I have about the way that we're talking about race is that it seems so big that somehow people now have to feel guilty for everything that happened in the past. I don't think that's very productive.
What she just said.
Or black people have to feel disempowered by race. I would like black kids to be completely empowered, to know that they are beautiful in their blackness. But in order to do that, I don't have to make white kids feel bad for being white.
So, I might have to hear the whole interview, but I get the theory, right, of what she's saying. You don't have to make white people feel bad for being white to teach black empowerment.
That's not.
Okay. But if you're teaching white theory, which is their white history, and it makes them feel bad, then that's just what it is. You enslave people, Hitler. I'm just saying, like, the history of your race. If that's the history of your race, that's the history of your race. I don't get why. If it makes you feel bad, it makes you feel bad. I don't get it. So we shouldn't teach. Like, that's what I was trying to figure out. So we shouldn't teach it just because all of us. That's why That's why I might have to hear the whole thing. But just in general. So what's your thought on that little snippet?
Man, listening to her, I get it. I get that you don't want to teach and then have others feel as though they're the problem when we're teaching positiveness.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you and your family and your history and your ancestors look as though you caused a problem that could have never have been in society.
Yes.
I get that. We don't want to make people, we don't want to make the white people
feel bad for being white.
Feel bad.
Even though everyone else felt bad for being whatever they were.
But at the same time, we have had a culture of folks feeling bad for being less than. Because they were enslaved to certain folks in our great country, and then not having a history of understanding what their life really was, because it wasn't just I was enslaved. I was also Isaiah, Matthew, Lulabelle, all those other folks, and they were beautiful human beings that were dumbed down, slaved down, and beat down. And now we want to not talk about the fact that their history is still brought up every day in our culture.
Yeah. I mean,
we should learn.
I'm still trying to figure out why we teach Black history every month. When Black history, well, not every month, but I don't get why we do Black History Month every year. And the history of Black starts here in America. I get it. You've taught me every year. You were slave. Martin Luther King, we killed him. Malcolm X, we killed him. Muhammad Ali, he dead now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got it. Can you teach me African history?
Something?
Not African American. Can you teach me African history?
Maybe
Because it doesn't say Latino America History Month. It says Hispanic Heritage, Latino Heritage Month. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, the way that they say
it's
ours
a heritage.
It's a day
ours is history.
To bring up history that even might torture, torment, or bring up triggers for us, but nobody gives a damn. And every month or every one month out of the year, that happens, and we bring up all these so-called wonderful black people that may have created peanut butter, the lights, things like that, and we only bring them up then, and then we don't bring up any other folks in this time now and make history stand on top of them because they brought up maybe cashew butter, maybe another type of. Right now I'm lost for
I got you.
a seasoning. A barbecue sauce, like, come on.
El Mac said black people got greased.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
We knew it was certain things we needed.
We done brought up all this moisturizer for our hair, the luster of how we create, how our hair absorbs oils and essentials. All that is us now. But yet, it's still somehow, in my opinion, it's been dumbed down to be something that was created years ago, but no one understands it and never uses it in our history now. It's like, we nurtured our hair and our kids back then, but we don't talk about the heritage of a black person. And now it's the possibility of talking about it in schools, and they decide to not because it might offend a white person. I don't give a damn about what offends a white person after all these years. What I give a damn about is finding out where we belong, where we came from. How about you tell me what tribes you went to Africa, fucking picked all of us from, and then decided to bring us to this horrible world, which everyone so-called loves now, United States, and then tell me where I came from or where the possibilities of my roots, my generation came from. Just tell me something.
Because
we don't know. Everybody's from Uganda and all these other countries, but you're just assuming a country.
Me and both did Ancestry, right?
And so I won't do that because I think it's the white man.
See,
I didn't want to do about all us niggas so they can again enslave us, and it's not going down.
I didn't want to do it. See, I didn't want to do it originally because my theory on Ancestry was, we know all you niggas came from this part of Africa because we know we enslaved all of y'all from this part of Africa. So we just gonna say a general, y'all from this part of Africa, and we can the DNA part when it tells me my European heritage, that just lets me know, which before I did Ancestry, I told him my last name is blank. That's a British last name, so I already know who enslaved me.
Boom. And mine's is blank, and I know the ones that enslaved me.
Yeah. Now one thing I did find out from Ancestry, thanks for letting me know, the Scottish enslaved me too, or they were mixed in. We was, and I got a little. I forgot the other one, but because they were so small. But the Scottish, I got like 7% Scottish, so
that's a large percent.
That's a large percent, huh? I mean,
because if you had a 7% black, you would be black in America.
That's true. I have a friend who's from Louisiana.
So wake up, all you folks that got a little black in you, and when you got your ancestry, okay? Because it's black.
You black.
They just labeled you BLK.
If this was a certain year, no. On me, I have a friend who she said, because they from Louisiana, right? Mm-hmm. And her daddy is black, but her mom is black, but her mom looked white, right? But they from the old times, so her mom looked white. But how about this? If you black, you can see like maybe Schmidt, right? But she do look white, right?
Okay.
But that little 1 or 2% she is, like you said, they labeled her as a full black woman in New Orleans.
I told you.
Like in New Orleans, yeah. She said her mama was labeled as even though her mom looked like yeah. I was like, for real. She said, yeah, my mom used to have to deal with this and that. And I'm like, your mama was white. And she said, no, my mama was labeled black.
Because they did that. They did that back in the days, and they're still doing it now. They just didn't have us all labeled on our birth certificates and or certificates in school for immunization and stuff. So now they're doing it by ancestry.
Why won't they just admit that whenever
people,
you've always categorized us? Why has my race ever mattered for anything I've ever applied for ever? You've always been keeping stats. Why has that? But why keep a stat on race?
Boom.
If we're the human race.
Humans. Mm-hmm.
If we're the human race.
Humans.
Why even keep a stat on race?
You know why.
We know why. Hey, let's go to the next topic. We can get banned today. Biden says the great Negro? Oh. Let's see, do I have an audio of that too? Cause
you know, I heard this one.
I didn't. They lucky they ain't got no. It just says President Biden sparks debate using dated term referring to baseball player from the 1920s. But I think if I go into it, it says
So we're in the.
He said, "Yes, we're not in the 1920s.
We're in the 20s.
We're
We're in the 20s.
That's like is that a century?
I just know we ain't in the time he was talking like.
That's a century though, ain't it? Was that 100 or
1920?
I ain't good at math, but it's a long time ago.
And then 2020, yeah.
So he talking about some shit 100 years ago.
And he spoke as though he was 100 years old, or he was 1 year old back then in the 100th time.
Yes.
And it's no, he should have spoke proper for the times now, just like all these people that got fired because 10 years ago they spoke on their email. Mr. Raderman got fired because he spoke about something 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna just name my favorite cook. She got.
Oh yeah. Paula, what's her name?
Yeah. Paula Dane.
And she doubled down on that nigga.
Thank you. And I'm gonna tell you right now, cancel culture was happening. Mm-hmm. Why is it not happening when this man say that we should have canceled him?
This man said, what did he say? He said he referred to somebody as the Great Negro.
His name is, yes, he said
Satchel
his name.
Paige or something like that.
He said his name and he referred to him.
And he referred to him as the Great Negro.
I know you did.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just look up Great Negro because I know how it make me feel.
Yeah, now you want to read how you should feel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they try to tell you, how you should feel by reading. Everybody should know that too. Definitions are not definitions of words now. They are definitions of how we should feel.
True facts, because
and how we should not.
If you still got your
feel.
Websters, keep them motherfuckers.
Yes.
And even some of them bitches, make sure you got your old one.
Yeah.
Like, make sure your shit.
Okay.
If you rub the paper together and catch fires and shit, make sure it's old.
Because the new ones ain't worse.
Nah, like you said, they not gonna. I would have to go deep diving, which I don't feel like doing right now. But I don't have to go deep diving because I'm black. I can let you know what Great Negro mean. It mean great nigga, great nigger. He's a rapper.
Isn't that Spanish lingo?
Negro means black in Spanish.
That's right. So he's not Spanish.
He's the great black.
Well, that man wasn't Spanish. That said it too.
Well, remember, whenever they said Negro,
his English shouldn't be Negro because he doesn't speak.
Break that down. Rewind.
Right.
Why was baseball even called the Negro League if they're all Americans and they're black? Why wouldn't you just call it the Black League? Why was it called Negro? This is not Spanish.
Answer that, America.
This is not. Hey, poof.
America needs to
Poof.
answer that.
You just wait. Really, you just blew it. You poof. This is not Spanish. We're not Spanish. This is English.
It's not a language we should be.
Why are we in the Negro League?
It didn't say Africa, man.
Negro is not a English word.
They knew we was from Africa. They went and took us from Africa. So back then, they really knew we was African when they started using us for sports entertainment to gain money on us.
Yeah. So I was just rewatching Life, the movie Life, and if you've ever watched Life with Martin Lawrence and you know, the great Eddie Murphy, and you know, lots of legends in that movie. R.I.P. You know. Jangalang. Yeah, so, Bernie Mac, R.I.P. Bernie Mac. So, I forgot, but the guy from Jason's Lyric, when he was, he came in there and he was, not Lorenz Tate, but the one that, he was the brother to the light-skinned nigga. But, he knew how to play baseball, right?
Yes.
But they in jail. And they was like, how the hell he about to get out if Bob just playing baseball? And the guy said, oh, we got a Negro League. So literally, if you know the history of the police and you know the history of prison, those didn't exist until the amendment of slavery was abolished. When slavery was abolished, the prison system was created. Okay, if you think that's a coincidence, coincidences is a made up word. So that break that down. So that means if you were a slave catcher, you went from an overseer to an officer. Did you hear that? You went from an overseer to an officer. All right, so you get where I'm going. So if you just caught a nigga and something happened, he did it. Throw his ass in jail. right? And they were literally doing the same shit that they were doing when they were slaves. They was just farming. Okay. So remember when this happened? This is like the 1920s. I don't even know when this happened. In life is, they had cars.
Yeah, it was probably well over the 50s.
No. It was in the 1920s.
It was
around like the 1920s. That's when they were like the first beginning of the movie started. They were like in the 1920s. They were young, right? But the point of it is he's in jail. The only reason they let him out of jail, like you said, is to play in the Negro League, which we're gonna switch topics. But what the fuck is the Negro? What is the Negro? Negro is black and Spanish. Just say you want to say nigga. Is that really what it is? Right? Are we all three convinced that's really what it is? You just really want to say nigga?
It's just like saying dinero.
Yes.
It's money.
It's money.
Money. You're not gonna walk around saying money. My name's Money.
My name's Money.
Dinero.
Yes.
So they decided not nigger. They decided to not use the terms they had been calling us, but to change it into a more pleasurable language, which is Spanish. They used Spanish
because Spanish is a beautiful sound
to create disharmony amongst darker colored people.
Yes,
that's why they even did that. Because if a person was we weren't reading back then when they created these names and linguals.
We also weren't even allowed to read when we first got here. While every other culture who remember, black people are when people say go back. Shut the fuck up. Everybody who's in this country besides the Native Americans and the African Americans came here because they wanted to be here. And if we knew Pangea, the Native Americans probably had their choice too. But my point is, Negroes are the only ones who didn't have a choice on how we got here.
Yeah, and didn't have a choice on becoming better here.
Bro, that'll bring it down.
Like, I don't get that part.
So they had 80. I'm switching topics. Here we go. We had 80 smash and grab. Dang, bro, we can probably distract him just to turn down just a little bit, just a smidge. We have to trick him if we can, cause it was lower. You turned it back up. Yeah, the other one is open already. If you want to use the other one. See? Yeah, just give him that one. While you turn it down. You gotta trick the kids sometimes. But while we figure that out, let me go to this 80 smash and grab situation, bro. So where were they at? So this was San Francisco. Okay. In San Francisco, there was 80 smash and grab robbers who ransacked a Nordstrom. That's the name of the store. One of them, high-end stores in the mall area. Okay?
Mayhem as a gang of smash and grab robbers targeted Nordstrom department store outside San Francisco. It was like a military operation, coordinated and involving at least 80 thieves and 10 different vehicles. The terror began at 9 p.m.
So,
strategically,
right? Let me see. Do we got any more?
Dozens of looters form a jewelry store in Hayward. And at the luxury store Louis Vuitton, another coordinated hit. A mob escapes with armfuls of clothing. Get on the sidewalk! Get on the sidewalk! Cops respond, some giving chase, catching up to a fleeing driver. Police smash the car windows with batons and pull a suspect out of the vehicle to make an arrest.
They appear to be organized.
They were definitely organized.
Wow.
So, before we get started, I already showed this topic. If you watched it already, I showed this topic to John. I'm gonna repeat what I said to him, which is before we get into it, right? 80 smash and grab robbers hit at the same time. So was this a group message? Were we all on a Facebook? Like, how do y'all set this up? 80 people. Like, or did 15 of y'all set it up and then y'all just told the other people? You didn't. I hope y'all, you didn't use, you know what I mean? Y'all didn't write it down. Like, because if it's written down anywhere, y'all already.
Everybody.
You know, if it's in the internet, if y'all did it over there, y'all already screwed, right? So we gonna assume they not that smart to have met like the KKK or the Black Panthers, right? We gonna say that they met through text messages or because how do you? And then if you had to do that, that means you probably broke. And I'm sorry to discriminate on people robbing, but you either broke or dumb, right? Or you just like a rebel, right? What are the 3 reasons you rob? You broke, you dumb, or you a rebel? Like, right? You don't.
Yeah, well, and especially the way it was done. You're saying organized robbery is that type of foolishness. If it wasn't as organized as we could possibly think, it was a bunch of high schoolers who are able to talk about it at school.
Okay.
With freedom to do
or
so.
college kids, maybe.
Or college kids.
People who would be broke.
Well,
but
or didn't use any of the governmental systems, I hope.
Yes.
Because the only way you could organize something like that in our now life would be through internet.
Yes.
Podcasts, YouTube.
Text message.
Instagram.
Which mean T-Mobile got all your shit. Like,
yeah. So
you know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't had to do this where they no way caught onto it and it went down. Exactly. That's what it looked like. Police showed up not in time.
Not in time. This was definitely like some people got away. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people got away. It looked like
because it's about 8 people, and you know if you're the security guard, I'm just.
My goodness, you know I'm not. I want to live till tomorrow.
Just go.
Jeez.
I gotta come back to work.
What's going on here? You're confused because you don't know if it's a police riot.
Yeah. You don't know what's going on.
Running, you thought it's the pop.
Yeah, I'm just so.
Wow.
I want to say this. The funniest thing to me is how 80 people can't afford to get their lives together on a normal day basis, but they can do this. Ain't that crazy? So, because that's my point. In order to have done this, you're broke, dumb, or a rebel.
Yeah, but the intelligence has to be pretty.
So you broke,
and you got time to be intelligent.
Which means you got enough time to do this,
else.
But you don't have enough time to get yourself actually prepared so you don't have to do this?
I mean, this type of organization, to me, I agree with you. It is like, I should see y'all with businesses.
That's what I'm about to say. If you can do this, you should have a full-blown hustle on your corner.
Y'all should be teaching people how to make organized decisions and actually follow through. Complete the task, like that's masterminding some shit right there. Maybe because I'm organized. It is.
No, that didn't you think 80 people
seemed like a
jumped
plan.
80 people at the same time. I'm gonna show it to you.
Parking. Then they stormed in, armed with absolute mayhem, as a gang of smash and grab robbers targeted Nordstrom department store outside San Francisco. It was like a military operation.
And then fast forward a little bit.
80 thieves and 10 different jewelry store in Hayward. At the luxury store Louis Vuitton, another coordinated hit. A mob escapes with armfuls of clothing.
It was another coordinated hit. That was totally organized. So organized they didn't even get extras out there to protect those places.
They appear to be organized groups of people, mob-like, rushing into and breaching entryways.
You know, that is some gangster shit. Like, how did y'all... It's stupid and gangster.
Better than set it off. They should make a movie.
It's only stupid if y'all did it through phones. If y'all figured out a way to do this shit without any proof or evidence of who did, because that's my point. If it's just 80, right?
No sense.
Exactly. If it's 80 people, 80. You gotta think about, like, you don't know. It's 80, what they call them, John Does and Jane Does.
Yes.
You don't know, who they are. Except for the ones who got caught.
And that's only.
And that's only if they say Billy set the whole thing up.
Yeah.
It was Billy Madison.
So if you get picked up, Billy.
But if everybody's on some hush hush, we didn't. Dumb, we play dumb, we play dumb, we play dumb.
Oh my God, you just made me think about it. The payout could be from the people who own these products.
It could be an inside job.
So they would never tell because their money is way bigger than the product that
some
they
people, you went
That's
somewhere.
called insurance.
You went somewhere only a few people went. I've only seen a few people say it could have been an inside job.
It's insurance claims for sure. In this time,
these could have been all former employees.
It's an insurance claim from the people that own the companies and the people who made the Louis and made those other things.
Bro, this is some mob. They said it right. They said mob like. Mm-hmm. It's not just a mob because it's a bunch of people. Mm-hmm.
They made it mob like.
This is mob.
Yeah.
It's deep. Yeah.
No.
Pun intended, mob deep.
I can't wait to find out how they bust everyone.
And how they will, and if they can.
And if they can, yeah. If they can,
and are you ever? And are you even ever going to get to the people who, like we said, if it's over them? No, like you said, like if it's over them,
the top notch. No,
are you never even going? This shit gonna happen again in 2 years.
Thank you. They're gonna come up again, and those people come up gonna be even better and be quiet. Mm-hmm. They just gonna look good. Nobody know why they look so good because they
had to make it look like that. That way you can prove like. No, it really got robbed. Cause just a bunch of merch missing, you can't prove.
They prove that,
but
it didn't fall off the bus.
But you seeing. Oh, speaking of that, I heard that a Brinks truck, something happened, or the guy got out the truck and let the truck open, and money came out, and people started grabbing the money. Aww. Smart people, idiots started pulling out their phones. Some more. And then the police said anybody.
Them and them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the police said anybody who
dumb and dumber.
The police said anybody who pulled out the money, who grabbed money, they told them they had 48 hours.
That's nice.
They told them they had 24 or 48 hours to return the money. Which somebody said, how do they know you seen the video of them saying you gotta return the money?
Mm-hmm. They did.
Wait, how do you? Well, that's what I'm saying, right?
They seen it.
I'm devil's advocate.
They seen it.
I'm devil's advocate. I didn't see officer. Officer, I was walking. Money was on the ground. I picked it up. I didn't pick up that much, sir. I walked off.
And you got 48 hours to return that.
Wait. I don't even know how much I picked up, sir.
You got 48 hours.
You don't even know how much I picked up. That's my point.
And the sad part about it is, when you get there, they'll ask you questions. That's what officers do. When you get there, turn in that money, they're going to say, sir, did you spend any money anywhere once you picked this money up? Yes, I did. And you have to tell them the stores because they got serial numbers for that money. Don't be dumb, y'all. Don't pick up money off the ground unless you know somebody dropping out their wallet. It look like that. You don't pick up them crisp bills. Hell no.
She said, don't be playing devil's advocate.
That's called entrapment.
All right.
And that doesn't normally happen with armored vehicles, you guys, so you should really think entrapment. All you people in that city and state, you going to jail.
They
just wanted to do that on purpose.
And they can write that off. Why are you even asking for this money back when you can?
Because they want to put you in jail.
Yes, because it's already, the money is already, what's the word? Insured.
They not cutting off your hand, return the money. Okay, because back in the days, they chop your hand off. So, turn the money. Okay?
Return the money.
That's how I look at that.
All right.
Give you an opportunity, return the money. She's smart.
So, America think they slick. They said, we going to let you, my bad. Just the way I hold it.
Yes,
my bad.
So, I'm trying to take it too soon.
No, you good. Rittenhouse got off, right? But they got the guys who walked down the black gentleman who was jogging in Georgia. So, Rittenhouse said they got him off saying it was self-defense. We all know the story. Crossing state line, illegal firearm, underage, white boy, you free. Black girl shot her rapist, she's a child or she was a teenager, whatever she was. I forgot the story, but she was being raped and taken advantage of by her predator, and she shot and killed her predator, and they arrested her, and she got sentenced. So she got sentenced for shooting someone who actually was physically taking advantage of her, he crossed state lines to start a fight. And they gave him self-defense.
This is justice in America.
I just wanted to give that information out. This is just a fun fact. That ain't nothing to debate. It is what it is. And like I said, they did actually get the gentleman because that gentleman tried to claim self-defense too. The one who chased down the guy in Georgia. The guys who chased down the guy in Georgia. Because he claimed, he said this. He said when he had him and told him to, not do stuff and he was doing stuff, he's a threat. No, nigga, you the one with the gun. You're the threat. How are you with the gun telling me without the gun that I'm the threat? You have the gun. He was just jogging. But let's not get into that part. Let's get into the part that I heard him say. The guy who got found guilty, thank goodness. He said when he had the gun on him and he was hostile and tried to take the gun away from him. And I'm like, this is what I'm thinking. Nigga, I'm in flight or fight. If I've been running from two men chasing me with a gun, at some point I realize I'm about to die. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So at some point I'm gonna fight to die. So he tried to fight to get the gun from you.
Yes. Oh my God.
You're chasing him.
For what? Yes, I can.
Okay. He claimed that when the guy grabbed the gun, he felt threatened. That his lawyer asked him, what did you think about at that moment? Guess what this guy said?
I can't.
He said, I thought of my son. But you shot somebody's son. You killed somebody's son, but you thought of your son.
Okay, so this takes me to the fact of the responses of most people are so self-involved. This world is just doomed. Doomed. We're going straight to hell, the whole world. In a handbasket, too. You know, those decrepit handbaskets been living for years? Those type. All crusty, rusty, with some bird nesting and shit in there. Spider webs and cobwebs. That's what this fucking world looks like. Okay? You don't give a fuck about nobody but yourselves. And to turn a gun on someone, his life was in fucking danger and fear.
You chased him.
And therefore, he was fighting or what? He can't run, so he was just gonna fight.
He gave up. How low can I run?
Please, give me this gun. That's all that man could have been saying. What the fuck's wrong with you to think about your son in that moment and how a gun's not pointed on you?
I feel like he was playing nigger games. Let's see how long this nigger can run.
And beg. Before grabbing my gun.
Because he's not a threat running.
Do you see what I'm saying?
He was already jogging through the neighborhood that you claim he don't live in. Because you top dog security.
In the neighborhood.
You top dog security. So
another Zimmerman.
So you already claim who can live in this neighborhood or who can jog through the neighborhood. So you already got that. Let me get that lighter. And then
you telling people that they can jog. They can or cannot jog in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Even if it's not my fucking hood, I can jog in that neighborhood. Maybe that's the neighborhood that I feel most comfortable in. It's really sad that I can't feel comfortable in your neighborhood because you're top dog what?
Nothing.
And you took someone's life over nothing.
You know, the police system, and we're getting off of this to go into the police system. I think the police system needs to be changed in this way. When something happens, you only call the ambulance to only do ambulance jobs, correct? The firefighter only does firefighter jobs, correct?
No, they call them out for everything.
The firefighter comes out for everything?
Yes, even an ambulance is called. A fire person will show up. A medic team will show up. The officers show up. And a paramedic.
I feel like...
That's why they charge you $30,000
Wait.
when you claim false things. You get charged.
I feel like when you call the police show up.
In a helicopter.
And don't nobody else... Hey, buddy. Hold on. Right. When you call the police, don't nobody else show up. The police show up. And then from that situation, the police dictates how it goes down.
If there's going to be an ambulance called because they shot you. Oh, I thought we were talking about black society in America. For a minute. Sorry.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm saying in general, if I say I need the ambulance, it's because it's an ambulance needed duty. If I say I need a firefighter, it's because it's a firefighter needed duty. Hey, buddy. Buddy, I'm almost done. Man. I'm almost done, buddy. I'm at the end. I swear, I got like a topic left. 2.
But it's really wild that that's the situation.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the police have too many jobs. And let me explain.
So,
Let a traffic cop do their fucking job and demote niggas to be traffic cops, and the traffic cop should not have a gun. End of story. The traffic cop is pulling me over for a traffic situation. So I shouldn't feel threatened anyway.
I don't know his head at my face.
Thank you.
You know, because the officers are sometimes tall, and when they walk up to
Your
vehicle,
gun
their
is
gun
right here in my
right
face.
here in my eye peripheral view, and it's
That's
automatic
intimidating.
fear. First the lights, like, come on, dim them fucking lights. You already pulled me over. Everybody don't need to know I'm sitting here pulled over with bright lights on me. Turn the light down and stop putting bright lights in people's eyes. I think that's wrong.
And then acting weird when I'm going like this.
Yeah, and treating me like I'm a suspect of some
So
sort.
I'm weird that I'm not used to neon lights in my face.
Bing, like, bing, bing, bing.
So I'm supposed to be used to neon lights in my
And
face.
guns.
And guns.
I'm not used to that. Sorry.
Sorry. But this is the thing is also, why is your hand already on your gun?
Approaching vehicles.
Why is it already on the gun? Like,
Yes.
I don't see a reason why. And this is, so that's my whole point.
Okay.
The police officers have too many jobs. The person driving around stopping traffic situations, meaning I ran a light, and this is my example for somebody who says, well, you don't know what someone.
Okay.
So here we go. Normal traffic situation. You got a light bulb. You got a this. You got a that. If I'm only a traffic cop and I only do traffic cop situations, there's no reason for you to suspect to have to run or do anything anyway. I can't do anything but give you a ticket. I'm a traffic cop.
This is real. Yeah.
So if my car says traffic cop, when I pull up, I have a different uniform because I'm a traffic cop and I don't have a gun. I have maybe a taser or maybe just mace and a little stick, just in case you crazy. Just for my protection, just in case you crazy, because this is a transition from police to traffic cops.
Step up. Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying the traffic cop is still over there. I'm saying the traffic cop, right? There's no reason why you should feel threatened when he comes, because his job should only be to give you a ticket. Yeah. So even if you are a criminal, you wouldn't feel like I gotta shoot this cop. I gotta get out of here. He gonna run my name. Yes. Because this the thing. Even if they run your name or whatever they do, they can't do nothing. Only thing they can do is go back to their car and alert the thing. Now let's say, well, if they get alerted, then they gonna know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so if the criminal know and they driving off doing some suspicious shit, meaning if the person's doing crazy suspicious shit, you as a traffic cop should be smart enough to understand this isn't a traffic cop situation. That's when you get the license plate and you just call the real cop.
See, it's all an awareness that should come when it comes playing certain roles as officers. And these should be their lessons. And they promote to certain stages and then they get certain other lessons put in.
Like you do in the army. Yeah. Or anywhere.
Not from, like you start as a fryer at McDonald's. And then you go to.
Your first day you're only doing fries and hash
Thank
browns.
you.
Then the next week, they move you to maybe cleaning up the lobby. And then the next week, they move you to cleaning up the playground. See? And then now finally, you can go to the register. And then after the register, you go to drive-thru. Then after the drive-thru, they say you want to try kitchen. And then by that time, now you can be the manager.
But you go through.
But by that time, now you can be the manager because you actually know, like you said, hey, those fries aren't done. Those fries are overcooked. Hey, that customer needs help. That customer has already been helped. Because you know, like you said, you can analyze the situation. You've been here. The bathroom's dirty. You didn't even go check. We just had a rush. I don't have to check the restroom. We just had a rush. It's 9 a.m. It's 12 p.m. We just had a rush. The cops have too many jobs. If I call saying, hey, my son, my cousin, my nephew, my friend, my neighbor, he has a mental whatever. He's acting out whatever. It should be a doctor who comes out with a officer.
Yes.
The
to
officer
protect the
should
doctor.
not make a move until the doctor says this is an out of control situation.
And the doctor should have an assistant that can give a person a shot to put them out and calm them down. Whatever the necessities
that should be a 3-team job.
It's exactly.
And maybe a 4th cop just in the
background outside somewhere.
But not to scare the situation.
But exactly. You're dealing with mental health and no officers are equipped for mental health.
Thank you.
And here we're causing scenes in society that's really threatening people. I feel
causing mental health.
I think if a police officer is called, a life is going to be lost. That is the honest to God truth as a black woman.
You think the woman who's seen her husband or her boyfriend get killed in front of her baby when they pulled them over? Okay. So y'all think she not traumatized? You don't think every time she see an officer you don't think every time she see a police car,
and then she's raising a child to be in America with that same type of mentality still going on because
your daddy got killed in front of you.
Nothing has changed from that point, and her kid is growing. Those are people I really feel for in America because they're going through traumas every single day, and they're left to be traumatized because our country doesn't decide to do better toward them and everyone else so that we can live in a more peaceful society.
People forget. One of them damn presidents, Reagan or Clinton, one of them niggas, gave police officers permissions to get pretty much the same type of weapons that the army have.
Wow.
And they claim because the people in the streets have it. And it's like not that many people. How many?
Sorry.
First of all, if the people in the streets have it, they're in your neighborhood.
Wow. This is sad.
But if the people in the streets have it, they're in your neighborhood. They're your neighbors. See, the other problem is we have too many what's it called? Like I said, what you say?
Cloaks.
Yes. And it's like, so if I'm the officer, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm in the situation where I'm getting called to work in these certain neighborhoods that I've never lived in. That's another thing that the police system. I think police systems need to be like the school system.
Yes. Ooh.
You know how when you in school and they tell you your kid can't go to this school because you live in this neighborhood, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same way the same way they zone black people to make sure you can't get certain houses, right? Yes. You in this neighborhood, it costs this much. Okay, so if I live in this neighborhood, I should only be able to police this neighborhood because it's called protecting. It's called protect and serve what? It's protect and serve your neighborhood, right? Your community.
And your community.
This isn't your community.
Community. If you're
white man, you don't live here. This isn't your community.
Working in Compton.
Why are you in the middle of Mississippi hood? Why are you in the middle of this Chicago hood? Why are you in the middle of this LA hood?
That should be an investigation whenever cops go out of their territory.
This isn't your community.
Because what are they coming to get?
Thank you.
From the hood.
Thank you. Why are you over here? So it should be school system.
That's why you got cheating too, and a lot of married men on the force is cheating because they get to go in different hoods and date these women and act like they're not married. Take their rings off every day. Women, you should be thinking about that. Maybe y'all should start making laws. Oh, I forgot you didn't want them anyway.
Yeah. You already know.
That's why you let them go so easy.
Bruh. But we gonna end this on a good note. Alright? I got you right here.
Dang, popos need to change.
Because that's, in conclusion, the whole defunding and all that, when we say defunding, they mean all that extra money. Duh, they need to still get paid.
Yes.
We talking about all the extra shit.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? No, nigga.
Why they getting paid when they shot and killed someone and it's being investigated? You don't need to be paid unless it's coming out of your days that you've saved for vacation.
Like
now,
any
you
other
get
job.
to use your family pay time that you should have been hanging out with your family. Yes, I think they should be forced to use that time to pay for them leaving.
Like
not
any
the
other
state
job.
Still paying them as though they're on a leave of absence that causes them to get well or better, blah, blah, blah. No, they should have to apply for those type of things called disability because they're having mental
I like how you
anguish
just
from
said,
it
wait,
later.
get well or better. And I'm really trying to get off of this. That's the thing. So when something happens to me, something just happened.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what happened. Anything just happened. The police is asking me questions right now, and they want me to answer right now.
Yes.
But if something happens to a police officer, they let them give, I forgot what it's called, but they give them some type of like mental time because they're distraught. Or you get what I'm saying? Like so wait. You who are trained for this situation are distraught. But me who just, random shit just happened in my life.
I died because you shot me?
Not even that. This is what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I'm just
See, look, she be out
just
here
a
speaking
black.
real. My bad.
Oh my God. There's so many times it happens, you guys, that's all I think about has happened to people when
I'm saying the one who lived as
police.
in something happened, I called you.
Yes.
And you investigating me. You asking me these questions. You, no matter what it was, car accident, break-in, robbery. Somebody broke into my house, but you asking me questions like I'm the criminal. Or like I know who did it. And then it's like, I'm distraught. Like, you know what I'm saying? Any of these situations, that's my point. If you are trained and they let you get away with saying you're distraught, is that the word? I don't know.
Yeah.
But the point is, if you get to get away with saying it,
I'm with it.
then why can't we? Because it actually makes more sense for me to be in that position because I've never been trained for this situation. This was literally I got hit by a car.
Right.
Or, somebody shot at me. Somebody broke into my house. It's not like I have break-in routines. This ain't the fucking high school where we do
drills for this.
Break-in drills, which, hey, maybe y'all should.
Thank you.
Maybe people should do, like, if you got enough people in the house, maybe you should do, like, break-in drill.
Yes, like you do a fire drill in your home.
Yeah.
Especially black people. You should do drills of how you should act, walk, and talk when you get pulled over in your home.
Yes.
Because our lives are being threatened out there. And, you know, celebrity America, they of course don't know that and don't quite understand it unless they have a heart. Yeah. I'm probably going to have to, you're going to delete this. But anyways, I have to say.
Like I said, we get
banned. A lot of people don't care about the lives that have been lost and shall be lost because new laws haven't changed.
Yeah.
And yes, I feel like defunding should have been not mentioned or stated like that. I think it should have been a real statement that
like how somebody, it needs to be changed.
Yeah, it's not
restructured.
Yeah, it's not just make a statement. It's restructure.
Let's really focus on what it is. Stop pretending like the overseer didn't transition to the officer. Mm-hmm. Stop pretending like this whole system isn't what it is. Mm-hmm. And let's actually restructure the system.
Mm-hmm. You have bullies running policing communities now. That's what's going on, period.
And if they're going to be a police, if they're police, this is my whole theory. Even if we're not going to debunk them where only traffic cops and no guns, even if you're not ready to do that step, we need the school system, these fools. You should only be able to, since it's called protect and serve your community, you should only be protecting and serving your community.
That's a good point.
And if they're going to be in another community, you need to figure out some way where they live in the community.
Yes. Or
because they need to understand that Deontay is a good guy.
Yeah.
And he don't do shit. He's just another nigga. They need to understand that, even though Deshaun gangbang and he do this, he go do this for his mama every day. He do this and he do that, and he actually don't do nothing. He just wear these colors and he do the dance. Mm-hmm. But you would know that if you was in the neighborhood and you was actually here in the community. You don't know that when you live in a whole different community and then you come here because you watched a rap song and you figure like, oh, this is what they do in the rap video, this is what they do in the rap movie, this was Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, and on that note, I'm going to make a statement. How about we stop as officers and federal agents deciding to go and place a rat in neighborhoods to hear all that's going on, to find people to put in jail and in prison? How about we put rats in community maybe, and not even as rats, maybe put them in communities and make them pillars that people want to look up to and actually restructure and rebuild in their community. Yes. But you putting officers in as rats and then people just finding out that they getting snitched on and that's a corporate injustice.
And you're causing a bigger problem that needs to be started.
Injustice that we're doing. Yes. It is a bigger problem that you're creating because you know how the hood goes.
And you know, if you want us to have a even we trust you, first of all, how am I going to trust my mama? If I know my mama is putting me in situations so that she can whip my ass later.
Right. Your mama wanna know
if I know she's purposely putting shit, she's purposely putting obstacles in front of me so that she can whip my ass later. Why would I trust her? I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna just stay over here, do what I'm doing, and when I can get the fuck away from you, I'm gonna get the fuck away from you. Don't be around me. And that's how people treat the police. It's like they see the police. It's like
we see them, but we're not.
We be like, how can I hurry up and get
far away from
it's so weird, and we gonna end this. Every black person probably thinks when they see a police, how can I get away from them without them thinking I'm trying to get away from them and them thinking I'm doing something illegal? You see how all of that was me thinking of what they're thinking? Why do I have to think of what you're thinking so much? I'm literally just buying a cigarette. I'm literally just buying some gum. I'm just pumping gas. You know how many times I've pumped gas? The other day I was pumping gas. And the officer was pumping gas on the other side and looked at me. And I'm like,
thinking,
how can I pull off and not look like I'm pulling off illegally? Or like, how can I look like, how can I make it look like I'm normally, like, how can I make it look like I'm not rushing to get, like, you know, like how can I make this look normal for him? Lucky for me, he said, hey, how you doing? Mm-hmm. I said, I'm good, how are you? He said, hey, find something.
Normalcy.
Oh my God. Let me continue to pump my gas.
Like a normal person.
I can turn my music back up. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, officer. Woo. I feel great. You too? All right.
Have a good day. Because you know how many times I've done it and he look at me, I look at him.
And you like,
he look at me, I look at him.
Like, I don't know what he's thinking, but it seems kind of weird.
I look away. He don't go in or he go in. And then like as soon as I get in the car, it's like he in the car and I'm like, wait, why are you in the car already? I was out of my car. You had just got out of your car.
Now you go.
How are you already? Did you even go in the store? So were you already following me?
Stop.
And see, all right. So we're gonna end it here. As a grandma,
wow.
I'm a new mother, you're a new grandmother. Yeah. We're gonna end this pod on a happy note. What's like the most awesome thing? What you rocking with? What's like, damn man, being a grandma. Cause you are a mom. I'm a first time mom. You've been a mom already. Yeah. What's the mom grandma? What is it?
Oh man, there's so many, but the difference is I don't have that full responsibility.
Nice.
And that full everyday thought of just being a
concerned and worried.
And concerned and hyper worried and hyper over analyzing everything that you're going to do, you would do, and you soon to do with your child. That mental anguish is not there anymore.
Because it's like, I've already took care of my child.
Yes, and she's going to do the best thing she could because I really gave it to her. I let her see life and I let her spring up and she's now ready to do it and be her. So I'm going to let her be her, even with her mistakes. But I hope to be there for her.
Yes.
But to be able to love on that little man and just send him back home to his mama. Ooh, I love it.
Oh, nice.
That is the thing as a grandma.
I'm going to say the complete opposite for mother. Yo. It is the scariest shit in the world. It's dope as fuck. I'm not going to lie. Everything that she said, all that amazing shit is true as hell. Maybe because I'm black, I got a little extra scariness than the regular human being in the world. But, you know, unless you from what they consider a third world country or, you know, which I never understood that. What the fuck is third world? It's one world. We're all on it. So and they're actually living the world the way the world was originally. So technically, aren't they first world? But that's a different story for another day. Being a mom is dope as fuck. These kids is dope. These kids is crazy as hell. These new kids. I'm telling you. Because I'm an older sibling. L-Mac's an older sibling. So, you know, you got cousins. You've been the oldest cousin. Yes. So you've been in a situation where you know what little kids is like. Mm-hmm. These little kids is different. Like, they still got the same traits that normal human kids got. But I'm telling you, know how they say they born with an iPhone and they born with an iPod and they born with these kids, oh my goodness, he be downloading games. Yes. Like, it's best my shit ain't, look,
know how to
on camera, right, look at him.
Doing it. Yes.
He's sitting in the room, chilling, just playing the game.
Active.
Just playing his game, chilling.
He understands that.
Hey, well, look, we gonna get out of here. Do you have anything that you got coming up? I know you I know we talk about little business ideas. Or you want to hold them out right now? You want to maybe for next time you come on the show? Or you got anything you want to give them?
No.
Next time you come in.
Talk about it
All right. Next time Louie to come on, she gonna have the business. We probably gonna have her little thing right here that we gonna promo. It's gonna be like, check this out. We support black business.
Yeah.
Because you can cancel us on the internet, but you can't cancel us in real life. So
that's real.
So just understand that I definitely know we ring with some jangalangs. There was a couple jangalangs that was mad up in this one. Mm-hmm. But hopefully when you seen these two black faces, only the right people clicked on it anyway. I'm just saying, like, why did you part? First of all, if you a hater, you didn't make it this far anyway. So I'm only talking to the real ones, gang.
You'll understand.
But to the people who was hating, why did they click on the video anyway? You see two black women. I probably titled it some crazy shit. Mm-hmm. LSD Contain LSD Gang. I'm Yaz the character.
Cheers. And I'm Lou.
Yeah, Mac inside.
Hey, and LJ is chilling somewhere being a nice baby.
Yeah.
And we out of here. Gang.